Math 2, Unit 8, Section 3. Today we're talking about tangent lines. Okay, and so you have all this information here, but and we're on page 488. But basically, I like this picture here. A tangent line is to a circle when it hits the circle at exactly 1 point. So it's like just barely touching the circle. Okay? So down here, still on page 488, there is some important information. And basically, we know that AB is tangent to the circle because it's touching here at P. Anytime you have a tangent line, it makes a perpendicular line with the radius. Okay? What does it mean when something's perpendicular? 90-degree angle. So right here, this ends up making a 90-degree angle. This is going to be helpful information on your homework and other things. Okay, so you need to know that tangent lines end up making a 90-degree angle. Okay, with the radius. Okay, so we are going to move on now to page 489. Okay, so on 489, got it, problem number 1. It tells you here that ED is tangent to the circle. So what do I know about angle D? Since it's tangent, that means it makes a 90-degree angle. So you can either make your little square thing here, or you could write 90 degrees. And then it asks you, well, what is the value of x? How could I find the value of x? In your groups, really quick, talk about how you could figure out what that value of x is.
I think I'm right.
Okay, is there somebody that would like to share, or should I pull a stick?
Share. Do we get a candy? Share.
You've literally had 3.
2. 1.
Okay, so nobody knows? Nobody wants to tell me? Okay, so Michael.
Yes.
Sorry.
Set 90 and 38 together to get 128 and then just subtract that from 180.
Good. Okay, so ultimately we know that all triangles equal how much?
180.
180. And so Michael told us that if we add 90 plus 38, that equals 128, and all we have to go is 180 minus 128, which when we subtract, we get 52. So that means that x equals 52 degrees. How many of you talked about that in your groups? Good. You just talk to yourself. Next time, talk to people in your group. Okay. Do we have any questions there? Okay. Going on to the next problem, and this one is on page 490. So practice problem number 1. Okay, first of all, it says that lines that appear to be tangent are tangent. So O is the center of each circle. What is the value of x? Now, this one looks a little different. It is not a triangle. Do we know how many degrees are inside a 4-sided figure?
Yes.
How many?
360.
360 is correct. So any 4-sided figure, if everything is connected, it is 360 degrees inside. Okay, so we know the total is 360 degrees. Now, can I find what x is?
Yes.
Yes, because I know that this side right here is 90 degrees. And we know up here that this is also 90 degrees because we can see how it's touching the circle here. That means that this line and this line are both tangent to the circle. And so therefore these make 90-degree angles. So I'd like you to go ahead and figure out what is x. Did you get it all together? Okay, I'm going to end up pulling a stick, so make sure you're working out this problem and checking in your group that you guys agree with the answer. Sabrina, where's your pencil? Okay, do we need more time or are we done? Okay, are we ready? All right. So, Josh, 120 is the correct answer. Who else got 120? Good. Okay. Now, Josh, can you walk me through what you did? Okay. While 60 times 2 does make 120, that's not necessarily the correct answer. Like the correct way to get the answer. Can somebody explain? Sabrina.
I actually added all the 90s together with the 60 and then subtracted 363 by that way.
Okay, so when you added those together, you got 240?
Yeah.
And then 360 minus 240 gives you 120 degrees, which is correct for x. Okay, Madison, you did it a different way?
Yes, I split it into 2 triangles and then took out the whole adding the 90s and 60 part from it. And
Okay,
then subtract.
so she made this into 2 triangles. So if you're cutting this in half, this is now 30, and this is still 90. And so then she figured out that that's 60, and then you would end up doubling 60, which makes 120. Good. Anybody else do it differently that wants to share? Okay. Any questions on that problem? All right, let's move on to number 2. Okay, so we'll talk in your group. See if you guys can figure out what this one is. Okay, I can hear some of you figuring it out, which is awesome.
I swear, our teacher is always like me and Christian. Because your teaching is everything the same. Or you're teaching it differently. I get it.
Okay, can anybody explain to me now on number 2? What did anybody figure out the answer? What they're gonna do? Okay, Steven, I'm going with you first. Okay, listen up, you guys. Okay, why 180 minus 60 divided by 2?
Because if you minus 180 by 60, you get 120, and divided by 2 for the 2 points.
But do we know that those are equal?
No,
I'm not sure. I mean, what did you say the answer was?
60.
Okay, I have the answer is 30. Okay, so x equals 30 degrees. Okay, so based on that, did anybody get the right answer and can tell me what they did? Okay, Aaron. Okay, so listen up, you guys. Shh. Okay, smaller triangle.
Yeah, all the angles are 60.
Okay, now let's stop there because I agree with you. So it said that's 60 and you're telling me all of them are 60, but how do you know? Since this one is 60, this one is going to end up being 60 because of how this line is, and then that one also has to end up being 60. But yes. Okay, so now what?
So now I did 60 minus 20 to get the angle triangle next to it, the bottom 60.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got this is 120.
Yeah, 120.
Okay,
Then the top one, I did 60 minus 90.
which is
Um,
30. Which means that this one has to be 30. Okay, that works. Okay, did somebody else do it differently? Madison, you did it the same way? Okay, the way I did it was I found that 60 the same way as you, but then I noticed that this I know is 90, and so I just went back to the big triangle, and this is 90, and this is 60, and then found that that was 30. So the same idea, just a different triangle. All right. Do we have questions on that? Okay. That was on page 490. We're going to go on to 491 now. To theorem 77. Okay, so it says, if a line in the plane of a circle is perpendicular to the radius at the endpoints of the circle, then the line is tangent to the circle. So we're just kind of going backwards, okay? So if you know this is 90, then that means that this line has to be tangent, okay? Now, if you look at problem 3, when we know a 90-degree angle, can we figure out the sides of a triangle if we have 2 of them? Can you figure out that missing side there? How? I've only heard one person say it. Pythagorean theorem. Okay, there we go. A few more people. So, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. How do we know which one is our c? It's always your hypotenuse, and your hypotenuse is always across from your 90. I like to usually circle my hypotenuse, and then I don't have to think anymore. And I can write my equation. So that means I'm going to end up with x squared plus 10 squared equals 12 squared. And then we're going to solve. So we have x squared. What is 10 squared? Good. What's 12 squared? What will I do next to solve? Good. Subtract 100. X squared equals 44. Next, what am I going to do? Not divide, square root both sides. So we just get x. If you plugged into your calculator the square root of 44, you end up getting 6.6. And so that's my answer. Okay. Page 492 now, I want you to do number 5 on your own. So do number 5. You might want a calculator. And once you get your answer, check in your groups. Number 5, page 492. Okay, I'll also take a volunteer for this problem if you want me to check your answer first, and if somebody would like to come up. Okay, so yeah, that's what I messed up.
How do you square on the top?
Yes, Nick?
Just anything.
Got it. Do you want to go up and do it?
I got 4.8. I got 4.8. Is that right?
Oh. You guys ready for this? Oh yeah, I'm on her YouTube channel.
She's the first one I know about.
Square it. When you square it, you get 8 equals 4.8. Ba-dum.
Thank you, Elias.
My phone starts like Monday. And he said,
Elias?
huh?
What'd you say?
Inez.
Oh, Inez. Sorry. Inez, they need you.
Okay. So, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We can use Pythagorean theorem because we have a 90-degree triangle. We know the hypotenuse is 14.8 because it's across from the 90-degree angle. We set that up and solve, and the correct answer is 4.8. Do we have any questions? All right, number 6. Okay, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Okay, a minute. You can show me on your fingers once you get this answer. Good. 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 Yes. 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 Perfect. 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 Good.
Is it that many?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Good. All right, so the correct answer was 8. So again, my hypotenuse is across from my 90-degree angle. X squared plus 15 squared equals 17 squared. X squared plus 225 equals 289. We subtract 225 from both sides. X squared equals 64, and when we square root both sides, we get x equals 8. Are there any questions? Okay, I'd like you to turn to page 493 now. Okay, so this one is set up a little different. Okay. Shh. Page 493.
Oh. Right.
Okay. There we go. First of all, is this a 90-degree triangle? Which angle is 90?
L.
Good job. Okay, we need to know which one is 90 because that helps us see where our hypotenuse is. Which number is my hypotenuse? 8. I'd like all the side conversations to stop, please. Okay. Now, we want to just check, is this tangent? Okay, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the Pythagorean theorem works. If it works, the answer is yes. If it doesn't work, then the answer is no. Okay, so how would I set up the Pythagorean theorem for this problem? Yep, 4 squared plus 7 squared equals 8 squared. 4 squared is 16. 7 squared is 49. 8 squared is, when you add 16 plus 49 together, what does it equal?
Numbers. 64. Oh, 65.
65. Does 65 equal 64? No. So that answer is no. It is not tangent because the Pythagorean theorem does not work. And in order for it to be tangent, the Pythagorean theorem would work. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing on number 7 and 8. So I'd like you to check it out. You need to figure out which one would be the 90-degree angle. And then set up the Pythagorean theorem to see if it works out. So number 7, 1 means yes, 2 means no. Let's change your answer. Show me. Good. Good. No. Good, good. 2 means no. Good. Good, good. 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 Good, good. Yes. 5, 15, and 16. Good. Good, good. Riley Madison, yes. Good, good. Good. Okay, so when you set this up, the answer should have been no. Okay, the 90-degree would be here, which means that the hypotenuse is 16. When I start talking, you should stop. So the equation is 5 squared plus 15 squared equals 16 squared. And when you work through that, what do we get? 25 plus 15 squared is 225. And what's 16 squared? Did anybody do it? Thank you. And when you add those together, this is 250 does not equal 256. Okay, so that's why the answer is no. Okay, number 8. This is 2.5, 6.5, and 6. So again, 1 means yes, 2 means no. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Good, good. Nope. Yes. Good. No. You did?
Yes.
Show me. Good. We need to take a picture of it. Yes. Yes. Good. No. No. Yes. Okay. The correct answer is yes. Okay. 2.5 squared plus 6 squared should equal 6.5 squared. Again, this would be our 90, which means 6.5 is my hypotenuse. What was 2.5 squared? Thank you. And then 6 squared is 36. And then 6.5 squared is? Thank you, 42.25. And when you add those together, it makes them equal. Okay, do we have any questions? Okay, page 493. Okay, it tells you if 2 tangent segments to a circle share a common endpoint outside the circle, then the 2 segments are congruent. What does congruent mean?
Same.
The same. Good. Okay, so it's meaning that this segment and this segment are equal. Okay? This is on page 494. It says in the figure to the right, the sides of the triangle are tangent. Do you see how this is tangent, and this is tangent on all of those? Okay, if that is the case, the circle is inscribed. It's called an inscribed circle. Think about it being inside. It's inscribed. Okay, the triangle is circumscribed about the circle. So that's on the outside. Okay. All right, moving on. We'll just remember inscribed. Okay. Page 494 still. Okay. So it says that circle O is inscribed the triangle PQR, which has a perimeter of 88 centimeters. What is the length of QY? Okay, so remember what it just said on that previous thing, that if all of these are tangent, which they are, and this is inscribed within that triangle, that means that each of these segments are equal. So if this is 15, then right here, this one is also 15. If this one is 17, then right here, this one is also 17. Which means that this is going to be like an x value, and this would also be the same x value. Can you guys figure out how much each of those are based on knowing the whole perimeter is 88? The answer is yes. So go for it. When you get the answer, raise your hand and I will come and check it.
9?
What's the whole perimeter?
Take a picture. Okay.
Aaron, what is it?
It's just a cube. Dude, I'm just dealing with cubes.
Which one are you doing? 9?
Perfect.
17 plus 15, 64.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so the correct answer on here is 12. Okay, so there's multiple ways of doing these, but 15 plus 15 in my head, I can add those together and that makes 30. 17 and 17 I can add together and that makes 34. And I add those together and I get 64. And then I would take 88 minus 64 and I get 24. So these two together have to add to be 24. So how much do I figure out how much they are separately? Divided by 2, which makes 12. So the answer should have been 12 centimeters. Do we have any questions on that? Okay, number 9. Can you guys figure that one out on your own? Okay, this one they're just asking you what is the perimeter on number 9. If you have the answer, raise your hand and I'll come check it. Nope, it's correct. Just use your units. Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect, and then
Now.
just write with the units. I don't even know what you did. So centimeters. Good. Awesome. Good. Number 9. So remember that these are all the same. If this is 6, this is, if this is 8, this is, that's 16, that's 16, 9, 9. You write them all there and then add them all together. Perfect. Good. Good. Perfect. I think so. Okay. So remember, going back to the previous page where it tells us that if they're tangent lines, that each of these segments coming from this point are equal. So if this is 6 right here, that one's also 6. 9, this one's 9. 16, this one's 16. 8, and 8. And we can find the perimeter by adding all those together. So I like adding the 2 together at once. So 8 and 8 is 16. 6 and 6 is 12. 9 and 9 is 18. 16 and 16 is 32. And then you can add all those up together, and then we should end up with 78 centimeters. Okay, any questions? All right, so we're going to do the lesson check. We're going to do a few problems here. Page 495. Number 11. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Let's see if you can do it on your own. Okay, once you get the answer, raise your hand and I'll come and check it. We're going to be doing problems 11, 12, and 13. Okay? So you're finding that you measure equal A to C.
book.
Perfect.
C is 32.
No, 12's not the book.
Check Madison.
It's 100 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Yes? That is only if it's like 45, 45, or 55, 58, it doesn't work that way. But I like how you did this. Okay, here we go. Number 11. So on 11, they told you that A was 58. They wanted you to find this angle right here. So we know all triangles have how many degrees? 180. So we go 90 plus 58. Add those together, we get 148. And then 180 minus 148, we have to borrow. And we get 32 degrees. Okay, number 12, you can show me the answer on your fingers once you find it. Good, 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 good. Good, good. Good, good, good. Yep. Good. Oh, wait. That's it. Are you trying to trick me? That's it. Okay, so perfect. AC, this side right here, they said is 10. BC is 8. This one we are missing. Which one is my hypotenuse? The 10. So we'd write this out as 8 squared plus x squared equals 10 squared. 8 squared is? Good, 64. And 10 squared is 100. We subtract 64 from both sides. X squared equals, take the square root of both sides, and x equals 6. Any questions? No. All right, last one, number 13, still on page 495. You can just round it to the nearest whole number. You can show me on your fingers. Good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Okay, so it tells you that AC, this whole length here is 12. BC is 9. Which number is my hypotenuse, my C? 12. 9 squared plus x squared equals 12 squared. 81 plus b or x squared equals 144. Subtract 81. X squared equals 63. When you take the square root, it is approximately equal to 8. Okay, any questions?